Lakers trying to finish up a perfect 4-game homestand against a Spurs team that is limping like it never has under Pop. Last 3 losses, all by more than 30 points. In his more than 20 years with San Antonio, prior to this, it had only happened 5 times before this disastrous week. Lakers, after this one, going to hit the road for 6 out of the next 7, beginning in San Antonio. Friday, LeBron James doing big work. Down 6, spinning. LeBron James. 8 to go in the game. Let's run. James to the rim, left hand through the contact, gets fouled. Still can't shoot free throws. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen for a great player. Looked like he thought that was no good out of his hands, which is odd. He's normally a great shooter, and LeBron he's become a truly, I'm going to get Tim Legler's thoughts on what he is as a three-point shooter in a minute. More spinning and shooting and more fouling and making. LeBron's got on one of those heaters, on one of those benders. Here's where he pulls from, I mean, legitimately 30-something feet. And just as part of your basic offense. Okay. Give it to me. Need some. At a medium pace. Kicks out. Oh, another 3. This time it's from Lonzo Ball. Everything's coming up. Lakers in transition. Whee! To Kyle Kuzma with a punch. Lakers up 5. Then LeBron, who ended up with 42. You knew he's going to pull. More. Love me. Back to the star of the show. James wanted the foul there, didn't get the call. He had 20 in the fourth quarter. Afterwards, Pop, respect the game on LeBron.
What do you think was the key factor in the fourth quarter when your team was in the game and they were able to pull away?
Oh, they made a lot of shots down the stretch. You got to give them credit. LeBron was the generator. You know, he made some great threes and drove it to the bucket. Did a lot of open people on the drives. He did a little bit of everything. He got it done. It was a good game.
What made it so difficult to guard there at the end?
Have you watched LeBron play before?
I mean, was there just a...
He's LeBron James. That's what makes it difficult to guard. Anybody else?
Sometimes the answer's pretty obvious.
Tonight it really was. Like some nights you kind of go, I'm watching the game and a guy will go off and it seemed like beat a team by himself. And I'll say to myself, man, you know, maybe you could have done this, could have done that, hit him with a double here, double there. That wasn't the case tonight. What Popovich just said was honest truth. LeBron James completely took over the game and was making shots from areas of the floor you dare him to shoot from.
You can have that.
All you want. At the start of this quarter, though, I made a joke. They went down 8. He was on the bench. 10 minutes to go. They called timeout. He wasn't supposed to come in yet. He insists, like, no, look, I got to come in. This thing's getting away from us right now. He comes back in the game. He had 3 or 4 end-to-enders where he literally looked like, you know, back in the day, Deion Sanders returning punts.
Sure.
Where you felt like they weren't really professional athletes or college athletes of that level on the field with him. LeBron was going end-to-end and blowing by 5, 6 guys at a time and getting to the rim.
That's the pull from that deep. Fill in the blank for me. LeBron James is a blank three-point shooter.
Good enough that you have to honor him now out there. It's not anymore a matter of if you can force him to take more threes than free throws, you got a great chance to beat him. He now is capable of making big shots in big moments from out there that are going to open up other things for him and his teammates, where that wasn't the case earlier in his career.
I framed this highlight with the fact that San Antonio arrived him limping with 3 straight 30-point losses. So still, they needed all of LeBron to get this, but is tonight sort of the snapshot of what the LA experience for him, in your opinion, would be?
Yeah, you want to know why it's such a big deal to get LeBron James? Just watch the fourth quarter tonight. You will be hard-pressed to find any quarter in any game to this point in the season where one player did more to affect the outcome.
Well, I mean, we showed you Paul George and what he did in the fourth with 25, and watching that one, it was similar, but this one, it felt like San Antonio was truly helpless.
They were, and it was not just the shot making. Because we see guys, I mean, we've had guys go for 25, 30-point quarters.
Sure.
We've seen that. I'm talking about the steals, the facilitation, the rebounding, the clogging the lane. He took a charge in that quarter. He did everything humanly possible that one player can do to win a game and bring you from 8 back with 10 minutes to go. And I think he kind of sensed, like, I don't want a reversal in momentum right now. We've got a good thing. These young guys are feeling confident. You could lose to the Spurs. No shame in that. LeBron wasn't having it tonight, and that's why he checked himself back into the game, basically, and he took over down the stretch the last 10 minutes. An incredible performance.
All right. More to come from you on Toronto, who is setting the standard in the East as LeBron has cleared the way for them to become the team. More with him here in a moment. Appreciate it. Now to a story that is what makes sports great. Sometimes it's sadness and the healing capacity of sports. Emotional night. Dupree McBride. And he lost his mom after a battle with breast cancer. And you see the shoes with RIP Mom. Nebraska wore the shirts before the game. And they're paying tribute to his mom as well. And then he goes out and pays tribute the best way he can, trying to help his team win. McBrayer with a bucket there. And then as the Gophers are on the comeback, big three. Here come the Gophers. After they take the lead, they're really on a run. Amir Coffey. He hits the three. 32-6-6. The barn is really, really filled with enthusiasm and hoping they can see their guys finish it off. They do, and there's really a class moment from Nebraska coach Tim Miles. And then afterwards, Richard Pitino on his young man.
I'm proud of him. You know, to do that when you lose your mom at this age, that's really, really hard. So I'm proud of him.
There were tears all around. McBrayer and his Gopher teammates pull together and help him stand up and get this victory. And this right here, this is why Jimmy V Week is the most important thing that we do. And you have heard others say it throughout these games, so I will say it now. Every dollar you give, every single dollar goes directly to cancer research. v.org/donate. Give whatever you can. Still to come. Back to the evening in the NBA. Just a casual 42 for Steph, as you do. In a Warriors-Cavs game that obviously feels quite different than the past couple of years.